Welcome everyone. This video is really meant to just show a demonstration of a possible outcome that could happen if you were to implement this Airtable and EMCAT template within your own system. So this shows how we've used it. Now, I should note that there's a lot of opportunity for customization within Airtable and EMCAT. And so almost everything that's shown today could be customized for your own program. But again, we'll just show how we've used it in our program as an example of some of the functionality that can be achieved. So this is a big database with multiple tabs. We'll start up here at the content tab. And so our curriculum has been divided into 2 years. And you can see this is the curriculum that we've generated for that first year. It's grouped by system according to the ABEM model of clinical practice. And so you can see we have a session title. We have the modality or the method in which that session will be delivered, whether that's a lecture, a chalk talk, a flipped classroom, the presenter who will be responsible for that. And then it also offers an opportunity to track back to the ABEM model of clinical practice subcategories to really show which parts of the curriculum or which parts of the model of clinical practice we're covering within our curriculum. So once we've built this content, we can then put it into our calendar. And so this tab shows the calendar, shows each of the didactic sessions that we have, the conference days that we have over the course of the year. And so if we look here on the 31st of October, this is what was presented at our conference. It's pulled from that content tab, and this allows us to put those into days and times to schedule and really organize the curriculum how we want it to be. So from that, let's say we were sitting in conference on the 31st of October, we can start to talk about evaluation and attendance recording. So attendees sitting in conference, this is just a video capture of how they go through this process, but attendees sitting in conference will access a static link. So again, it's always the same link on their smartphones, and they can enter in a search term to find the date and the session that they attended. They can then add themselves in as the attendee. And then we chose to have a pretty lean evaluation tool. So it asks 3 Likert scale ratings based on content, relevance, and presentation skills, as well as a timing question, was this too much time, too little time? And then an opportunity for comments where attendees can quickly type in a few comments for feedback to the faculty member. Again, this is a static link, meaning that they can save it to their phone. It's always going to be the same, and attendees always know how to find and access this. Additionally, as soon as you submit a response, it prompts you to submit another, meaning that you can fairly quickly move through these evaluations over the course of the conference day. So once an attendee has submitted an evaluation, we can look over here and see the total evaluations for this session, which is the session that we just evaluated. And you can see that there were 35 evaluations completed, meaning that there were 35 people in attendance for that session. If we scroll over, we can see the average score for content relevance and presenter skill across those 35 evaluations, as well as all of the comments collated together that were typed. One of the great things about Airtable is the additional functionality that it offers. So this is done a lot of times through this block, is the terminology that they use. But this allows us to create a template for faculty evaluation records. And so we can search for that title we just looked at, and we can pull up a block template that displays all the information in what is a nice enough presentation method. And so these forms are automatically generated, pulling from the data in the tables. Again, it shows the faculty presenter, the total duration, the total number of evaluations, and then the scores relative to the mean and standard deviation across the entire curriculum, as well as the number of comments that were submitted and all of those comments. So again, this requires no input from an individual, no creation from an individual. This is all automated and really is a powerful tool to be able to provide back to your faculty. This can incentivize faculty to participate. That number of 35 evaluations really helps to demonstrate the impact of the educational efforts that our faculty are participating in when they're putting together their promotion dossier. So that pretty much covers our evaluation process. And now we can delve a little bit into the attendance issue. So if we click up here on our People's tab, and this has been filtered just to show my data, to spare the rest of our faculty, but this shows the total number of hours that I've been in attendance in conference, the number of sessions I've attended, a list of all those sessions, the number of sessions that I've presented. So I've been scheduled to present 12, of which I've presented 11. Again, this is a list of those sessions that I presented. And this is the duration. I've presented 10 and a half hours. It looks like I have 45 more minutes to present before the end of the year that's already on the schedule. This also shows the total number of evaluations I've received this year. So I've received 330 evaluations over all of the sessions that I've presented. And it shows my average scores for content relevance and presentation over those 330 evaluations. So this is a really nice dashboard for faculty to understand where they lie in terms of conference attendance, conference participation, and is a really valuable tool for that. Additionally, we offer the same feedback for our residents. So this is a link that the residents can access through our website. It's password protected, but they can access it at any time to look and see where they stand in terms of conference attendance. So again, this has been scrubbed the names of our residents, but this is real resident data. And we can look and say that this resident has attended 85, almost 86 hours of conference. This is the percentage of the total amount of conference that they've attended. This is the percent to date that they've attended, so the hours that have been offered to date. And then it also allows them to put in their asynchronous time and how that affects their total attendance to date. This also shows all of the sessions they've attended and is current, in this case, through the 13th of March, allowing them to understand where these to date numbers have been calculated. So I understand that's a very quick review, but I think it gives an idea, a flavor of some of the functionality that can be achieved using Airtable and the EMCAT template. Thank you.